Today, I discuss my side effects, updated measurements and weight, and my recent doctor's visit where I discuss what my maintenance plan could look like once I reach my goal weight. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hi, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Enid. I share beauty, lifestyle, and faith. And recently, I've been sharing my journey on Zepbound. And if you are on any weight loss journey, please feel free to subscribe and stick around. We have lots of fun here. We discuss a lot of meaningful things. And we have a beautiful, loving community. So we would love to have you here with us. Oh, and also, I'm a bit of a hoot. Oh, guys, if you by any chance, when you are liking this video, see that there is a hype option, please feel free to support me and hit that hype button. It just helps the algorithm and let them know that other people like you would love to watch this kind of content. So thank you so much for supporting me. Guys, so let's have a little chit chat here. We're gonna sit down, have some tea, have some coffee. It is 12:51. I have not eaten except for a little bit of coffee this morning. I am about to drink my protein shake. Last week, after I recorded my video on Thursdays, you guys know that I record on Thursdays. New videos are up on Friday. I went about my day, did my errands, came back, and I told you that I was coming down with a little bit of a cold. I was battling it since Tuesday night. I was in bed from Friday to Monday. It hit me so hard. And I mean, so hard, this cold. Like, if you can hear me, I'm still congested. I've been doing everything under the sun just to clear it up. But guys, I was not good. And so with that, let me get into side effects, because although I was congested, I could not ignore the nausea. The nausea. At some point, I am in bed. I would say this was maybe Friday, Saturday, in bed, laying down, and I really thought that I was going to throw up in bed. Mind you, all I had been eating from Friday to pretty much Monday was soup. I enjoy soup, especially when I'm sick. I love a good chicken soup. I love a good Spanish chicken soup. But my husband had brought me a chicken soup from the diner by his job, and that also tasted amazing and it was great. Literally the only thing I can stomach. So on top of the fact that I am having this severe cold, which I thought was going to turn into a sinus infection, because it was just all over here, guys. Head, on my face. And I was alleviating it with like hot compresses, neti pot, you name it, I was doing it. But I was literally from the couch to the bed. That is where I resided from Friday all the way to Monday. And thankfully, I was able to make it to my doctor's appointment, which was on Tuesday, which we will get into that in a little bit. But guys, I am still battling this congestion, and still to this day, that I am filming this on Thursday, I am feeling nauseous. I've also had diarrhea. So I, over the weekend, had diarrhea. Um, and it's just like anything that I eat is just making me go to the bathroom immediately. I understand, again, like it could be a little bit due to my cold, but at this point, I don't think that the cold is really making me nauseous. I really do think that this is just still part of taking this shot, and it has messed me up for this month of January. Like, January does not want me to be great, but I will continue to push through and I will reach my goal weight. Are you with me? Yes. I am being super dramatic right now. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but allow me, please. No, but guys, it's just been so rough. And honestly, just based off of this experience, I am now taking my 23rd shot. So I am updating you on week 22 based off this experience. And I do think that I went a little bit over the 2 weeks before I started my new box. I think that taking that long break really messed me up. Mind you, I had been on 5 milligrams for 4 months. All right. Because I was only on 2.5 milligrams for the first month that I had started on Zepbound. And the remaining months up until today, still today, I am taking 5 milligrams. That break, I think, really messed me up. That, or I just got an intense box of Zepbound because I don't know what is going on with me and my body. This morning, even I had a headache. So I haven't been able to eat this morning. I do have my protein shake, which I do want to take. And it's just like anything that when I want to start eating, like it just kind of doesn't make me feel like I want to eat. Like I think about it and I'm just like, no, maybe not. Yesterday morning, which was Wednesday morning, I decided, okay, let me make myself typical breakfast for me. My 2 eggs over medium with like a slice of maybe sourdough bread. After that, not only did I have like just severe nausea right after it, I also had diarrhea. Again, guys, if you are new here, we share it all. I don't gatekeep. And unfortunately, you're just going to have to listen to all the TMI that I have to share with you. But yeah, and again, this morning, diarrhea. Sorry for the TMI. But if I don't share this with you, how will you know? It's just been a lot, guys. Like, and my body is still fighting to just get better. And here we are. I mean, I feel good. Like you see me, I'm energetic. You know that when I don't feel good, my energy is low. And last week I even felt like replaying my video. I was just like, I felt like my energy wasn't as it is usually. Like I am bubbly by nature, and I wasn't feeling that about myself last week. Um, I'm just still fighting the congestion, still have the side effects. I am feeling a little bit better from the nausea, but like here we are still battling these side effects, and I'm about to start this new shot. However, one thing has changed, and it's that I listen to you guys. I picked up Zofran. And a few of you had mentioned it in the um a few of you had mentioned it in the comment section. So I appreciate always you guys commenting, because believe it or not, I take what you guys say to me to heart. I listen to you guys, and I know that everything that you guys share is out of experience, is out of knowledge. So I appreciate you guys 100% for sharing that. Oddly enough, guys, and I do want to talk about my doctor's visit like later on towards the video, but just because I had asked her for this prescription, it seemed like she was a little bit hesitant to prescribe it to me. Like, I don't know why she was kind of hesitant. She was like, oh, like, I don't know if she just didn't want me to be dependent on it, because sometimes side effects help gauge, whether or not something is harmful to our body. But at this point, all these months in, I don't think that the 5 milligrams is harmful to my body. I just think that my body is just readjusting, and it's like, what's going on here? Being that December was such a crazy month for me, I think that my body is just reacting in different ways now. And side note, I don't think this is related to the injection. I seriously don't think it's related. And I think I discussed it last week. I've lost so much hair. Like my ponytail is so thin. My hair is feeling so thin. I feel like it's not as thick, like, guys. But we are on the path to recovery. I am not going to sulk. I am going to reach my goals. You are going to reach your goals. Listen to me, guys. We are not letting the setbacks put us behind. We are going to keep pushing through, and we are going to reach our goals. Speaking of January not letting me be great, I've already had to reshoot this for the third time, because as I'm recording, all of a sudden the camera just stops recording. Apparently it's overheated or whatever. So I don't know what's going on, but we are going to push through, and let's jump into measurements and let's get this done. I have, and I told you about this last week, I've been doing my measurements faithfully with the Renfo tape. But lately I've been thinking that maybe the measurements aren't as accurate. I'm not sure if I have to change the battery. And because of everything that happened last week, I did not get to change the battery. So I have a backup plan. manual tape. I'll do a few measurements. I'm not going to redo all of them. I just kind of want to see how far off it is. So let's get this started. I can't wait to see what it says. Let's jump into it. All right, friends, it really has been one heck of a day. Like, I started this early and it is 2 o'clock. This is how crazy the day has been for me in shooting this video. But nonetheless, it will be done. So let's start off with the tape measure. And we are going to jump into the waist, which I always do first. And I'm going to do it here. Oh, let's let her out. Let's let her out. Do the waist. All right. Let it out. And let's do, so let me let it out. Yeah. 32.55 inches. I'm going to confirm it. Actually, let's do it here with the check mark. Check mark. Check. Now, usually I would jump into my next measurement, but being that we are here, I want to do the tape. So let's do the tape and see what it says. I'm going to let go as well. And all right, 32 and a half. And this is with the actual, like, it's showing right here, 32 and a half. So it is really not that far off. Can you see that, guys? It's not that far off, which is great. Let's put this down. Let's do the hip. Let's see what the hip says. Every time I say hip, like I literally want to bust out in song and start singing the Shakira song. My hips don't lie. And I tried to spare you. So let's not go there. As you can see, I am very energetic today, despite the fact that I have not eaten. Just wanted to share that. All right. Let's go into hip. Okay. Hip is showing, make sure that I got everything in here, at 41.73. And I will also do it with the measuring tape. We are showing 41. I'm getting 41. What did I just say? I was at. What did it track as? 41.73 on the tape. This is tracking at 41 right there. Yeah, 41. Okay, it's not that far off. I don't think that is that far off. So that's interesting for me to know. All right, so we're going to go into the thigh now. I'm going to do my left thigh. So let's get that going. Oh, did this wrong. Okay. All right, so we are doing the thigh. It's giving me 22.63 on the left. Bring this out a little bit. I'm going to do the right. What do we got here? 23.85. Confirm. 23.85. Let me compare. I feel like I said I'm not going to do all the measurements, and here I am kind of doing all the measurements, but I am super curious. So left thigh, we got a little over, hold on, let me do this right. It's a little bit tricky when you have to do it this way. It's giving me about, oh Lord. It's hard to kind of hold this. Like 22 and a half, yes, on the left. It's a little over on the app. It's a little bit over on the app. And let's try the right thigh. Guys, I am not making this up. Look, it says 23. Hold on. Let's see, 23. Hold on. It's giving me, yep. It's giving me about 23 and a half on my right thigh. So my right thigh, for some reason, is larger than the left. But it's the app, it's actually a little bit more than what I am measuring here with the measuring tape, which means that the measuring tape is giving me slightly smaller measurements than what the tape is. I take the tape with a grain of salt, the both, right? Because it's just a guide to just see how I am tracking with my weight loss. I am not putting my all into these measurements. So it is definitely good to know. All right, I am done doing the manual tape. I will continue with the Renfo tape since it's not that far off. So let's do the chest. Let me straighten this out, guys. Chest, I'm getting 37.79. And let's do, I don't feel like looping this again. I'm kind of feeling a little bit lazy at this point. Let's do the left bicep. It's giving 14.9. And let's do the right bicep. It's giving 14.13. And that is it. Yep, that is it for measurements. Amazing. All right, guys, we are going to jump into weight. And so first you will see the clip from when I weighed myself at the doctor, and then I will do the weight for today. All right. So the weigh-in for the doctor was on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. So let's get into it. So I am at my appointment and they just weighed me in and it weighed in at 152 pounds. It's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is anymore. It's Tuesday. I don't know, January something. I really don't know what day I am in. The 20th? Is it Tuesday the 20th? I don't know. Anyway, not relevant. 152 pounds. I just couldn't, film it as they were doing it because that would have been weird. But anyway, let's see how this goes. I'm here for my annual. So talk to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, so the weigh-in that you see on the app says 153.4. That was last week's weigh-in. tracked on my Renfo app. So let's see what it says today. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Cut it out. I said cut it out. I'm speechless. I seriously have no words right now. New goal weight has been completely unlocked. I am completely in disbelief. Like, what? All right. Now, to be fair, sorry, this congestion is killing me. To be fair, I don't really think that's my real true weight. I was probably closer to true weight on Tuesday. I know I'm trying to downplay it a little bit because my mind can't wrap around the fact that this is what it weighed in on. But hear me out. The reason why I feel like it might not be true weight is because I have not been eating well the entire week. And due to nausea and due to being sick for at least 4 days where I wasn't eating the way I normally would. So completely taking it with a grain of salt, but it just does something to you, like completely, like psychologically, like it's messing with me because I almost want to cry. Oh my God. I have not seen the scale at one in the 140s. Oh man, since maybe 2017, maybe like I've been in the 150s to 160s for a very long time. And up until last year where I was in 170s, almost 180s. So this is huge for me, guys. It really is huge for me. I know I sound like I'm gonna cry. I'm not. I'm really congested. I I don't know what to feel right now, and this is just kind of raw emotions right now with you guys because I don't know what to say. Um, but we'll see where we are next week. Now that I'm like, falling back in rhythm, and we'll be taking this medication. I'm gonna be a little bit proactive and probably take it tomorrow morning, so that I am not feeling terrible. And even if I'm still feeling really bad today, I will take it. So let's jump into the comparison report that I like to go into. So a few of you have asked me about the Renfo app where I keep everything. It is the Renfo app. This is the app for the devices that I use, the Renfo tape and the Renfo scale. Guys, I put everything in my description box. So if you guys click next to the video and it says description box, I usually have like a little thing that I write, and I have my affiliate links there. So affiliate links, what it means is if you use my links, you're just supporting my channel. So I do appreciate it. And if you want to search it on your own, you are more than welcome to. You do not have to use my links, but they are there if you would like to support. So thank you. All right, we're going into the comparison reports. According to the comparison report, I was weighing in last week at 153.4. As you can see, when I went to the doctor earlier this week, I was at 152 pounds. I did not get to record it, but that's what I was recorded at when I weighed myself in that morning. And it now weighed me in at 149.4 pounds, which it says 4 pounds down. Again, taking it with a grain of salt. It's just surreal to me. Honestly, it just messes with your head. I know we take the scale with a grain of salt. Let's be realistic. I want to stop and be realistic because I don't want us to put all of our hopes and dreams into a scale. I believe also in the non-scale victories, like how do my clothes fit? Um, and just other wins, right? But there's something about seeing the numbers change that really just kind of does something in the head. Like, I really think that in my mind, like looking at this number that I have not seen in, I want to say it was like 2017, probably the last time I was probably weighing in my 140s. And after that, like I just maintained around the 150s, 160s. That's where I was, and did not come down from that. So this is huge. Let's look at the BMI. 0.7, it's down by 0.7. Body fat percentage is down by 0.2%. Body fat mass, 1.8 pounds down. The muscle percentage has gone up by 0.3%. Muscle mass down by 1.8 pounds. Skeletal muscle percentage is up by 1%. And I will look at the protein percentage as 0. Protein mass down 6 pounds. Body water percentage 0.3%. It's up by 0.3%. Body water mass is down by 1.4 pounds. And that's usually what I like to look at. Visceral fat is down by 1, and it says subcutaneous fat is down by 0.2%. It didn't give me my metabolic age. Oh, because it hasn't changed. My metabolic age is giving 46. I'm 44. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Anyway, I'm not bitter. All right, let's talk about the things that I'm doing to change. By the way, I'm on my period this week, if I did not mention it. Yeah. Period came in on Tuesday after my doctor's visit. And here we are, full on period. And on top of all the things, on top of the congestion, the nausea, and all of the things. But we are doing great. We are doing great. So, a few things that I wanted to discuss with you that I am changing effective immediately. And I think is going to be a very big help. Costco find. I found, and oh, by the way, before I get into all of this, while I talk about this, I will have the measurements and stuff probably up here, wherever you find it, of last week versus this week. I usually like to throw that up there so you guys can see where I was and, you know, how I'm progressing or not progressing. I bought this at Costco earlier this week, and it is the Orgain creatine, and it was on sale, guys. Like, I need you to stop doing what you're doing. Take me with you. Put me in your pocket. Let's go to Costco. Because, I mean, Costco needs to sponsor me at this point because I stay promoting Costco. And pick yourself up one of these. Okay? So this was on sale. I want to say it was like $14.99. And my son-in-law, shout out to my son-in-law, Nehemiah, he takes this because he works out. So when I showed it to him and I was like, hey, is this good? He was just like, OMG, like that's amazing. He had just bought one that had less. This has 23.8 ounces. It had less in the container and he paid nearly $40 for it. And I'm telling you, I think this was like for $14.99. I don't want to tell you the wrong price, but I want to say that was probably where it was. Even if I would have gotten it for $24.99, still a great price for what you are getting. And it has 5 grams of creatine. It supports brain health, muscle support, and recovery. So I definitely am going to start taking this 1 scoop. Like I said, I've been juicing, so it's unflavored. I will take this and put it in there. He had asked me, he was like, why are you taking creatine? And I was like, well, because I'm on the shot, losing muscle mass, and also because I plan on getting back into working out. I am at a point where I just cannot keep making excuses for not working out. Of course, I got sick this week and all the things, but the pure intention of working out, like we have to just get on it. I want to start, really toning my body, flattening out and toning my stomach, my arms, my glutes, my thighs, all the things. And so this is amazing and a great supplement to the weight loss. And I really hope that if you're watching it this week, I know it's going to be on sale, I believe, to like February 1st or February 2nd. At least at my Costco, guys. I really hope this is like everywhere. But either way, it's still Orgain. It's a great brand. It says micronized creatine monohydrate. I don't know what all that means, but I just know that it's a good brand and it's a great price and it has a lot of products. So can't wait to start using this. The other thing that I have been using, this is not new for me, and I also got at Costco. It might actually be on sale as well. I did not pay attention because I still have, is the Orgain Collagen Peptides Plus Probiotic. It supports hair, skin, nail, joint, and gut support. And it has grass-fed 20 grams of collagen because we want to look young. And this has also protein, 19 grams. So one scoop. When I am doing my juices, before I had started doing this, I think I can use them combined. I just hope it doesn't make it taste weird. One scoop of this, one scoop of the creatine. That would be ideal. If not, I'm gonna have to do it in two separate drinks, like maybe one in my coffee, one in the juice. But this is also great to have, especially because I told you, been losing my hair. And I just have to get back to nourishing my body. And that's what we're doing. So speaking of nourishing, another Costco find was this butcher's bone broth. Um, and this had been recommended from someone from my church. When I got sick, she was just like, listen, this bone broth is amazing. And they sell it at Costco. And when I was in Costco, I was walking by and I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I found it. Guys, she says that this is amazing. I looked it up and this is great to also support the joints. It has protein. So it has 11 grams of protein. It's also good if you are sick. This one has ginger and turmeric, which also helps with inflammation, which I also have. I have not used it yet, but my plan for this is to take it because apparently it's a little bit gelatinous. So you take a little bit, put it in a cup, and then you heat it up. Or I could just throw it in my pot, heat it up, and then drink it straight up. But you can use this while you cook. You can drink it straight up. And things that have ginger and turmeric are just great. It's also great for brain support, joint support, all of the things. So we are going to start taking this as well. We are taking care of our bodies, okay, in 2026, because I cannot continue this, whatever this is. So those are my finds. We discussed the side effects, measurements, and weights. I gave myself the shot already because I went back in my thigh because I am just too scared to do it in my stomach right now until my body starts to recover and get back to where it needs to be. Um, so that being said, let's talk about my doctor's visit. I had my annual physical this past Tuesday. So when I met with her, you usually go over your concerns. We talked about everything that had to do with my health and we also talked about the shot. So when I had told her that I've been exhibiting the symptoms, guys, she was really weird about me taking the Zofran. And I get it. And I think that's where I left off before my video had cut off. But she was a little bit weird about prescribing it, but I think it's just going to be very helpful. But then I had asked her about getting on a maintenance dose because I was already getting close to goal weight. Right now, I feel like I'm actually super close. So this might be soon, right? I'm going to see how I feel as I go. I always said that I would probably stop. Like if I could lose a little bit more weight and not look sickly, then I would continue to lose. Like my natural weight, if we went back to way back when I am aging myself to when I was like maybe 18 years old, right? My ideal weight was like 135 pounds, right? And I was always very perky in the back, perky in the front, and then gravity hit. But I've always still had a decent body. Obviously, at 18, gravity hasn't hit. So I was at 135 and I look great. But like I said, I was a little bit more fuller in the face. I now have a thinner face as I've gotten older. Things, start to kind of like, drag, whatever. And so that's where I am right now. I right now feel like it's looking okay. So if I could lose a little bit more weight so that I can get maybe thinner arms, lose the back fat, that would be ideal. But also that comes with just working out, and I can probably also, do something there. And I know that when I start working out and weight training, that gaining the muscle will bring the scale back up. And that's going to be okay because I know that muscle weighs more than fat. So I'll be all right if the scale starts coming up. But in terms of the maintenance, what we had discussed is I was just like, what would be a good maintenance dosage for me if I just kind of want to maintain? She said to me that the best dosage is wherever I stop, wherever my body is just not losing more weight. So if I was continuing to take the 5 milligrams and see that my body stopped responding to it, as in I'm not losing more weight, then that would be my maintenance dosage. Now, if I reach my goal weight and let's say I reach 145 and I am still losing at 5 milligrams, then I would have to come down to 2.5 milligrams and keep it at that dosage. She also said that some people also just kind of decide to take a week, 1 week in between the shots, which also could be a good, that also could be a good method for me, like maybe just not taking the shot every single week and maybe spacing it out. So if I did 5 milligrams and I wanted to stay on 5 milligrams, spacing it out every other week, not doing what I just did over the Christmas break where I took more than 2 weeks and now I am destroyed. No, but every other week I think would probably make sense as well. We will see, because the other concern was, and I know a lot of people have been plugging this in the comments, is like, well, if my insurance is covering this, what happens when they stop? Now, I had asked her about the insurance approving it because I was approved up until March. Guys, time went like this. I did not think that we'd be here so fast, and here we are. In March, my coverage supposedly finishes for the shot, but I said, well, what happens? Will they renew it like in March if I wanted to continue being on a maintenance dosage? And her comment to me, again, guys, whatever I'm telling you is just based off of my experience. This is a conversation I'm having with my provider. You definitely need to speak to your own provider, and this also has to go according to your own experience. I'm just sharing what is happening to me, what's working for me. So when I said this to her, she said, well, what insurances like to usually see is that the shot is actually working for you, right? So the fact that I've lost weight, it means it's working for me. So they continue to approve it. And then she said to me that there are patients that she's had that have not even lost 5 pounds on the shot, despite the amount of time that they've been on it. So the insurance decides to then stop approving the shot. So I guess it kind of makes sense, because if it's not working for the patient, why would the insurance continue to come out of pocket for something that's not working? I'm not sure. That I guess might be the logic, is what I'm saying. But she said that as long as it's working for me, they will continue to approve it. So I will see to where that gets me. Again, this was never meant to be lifelong for me. I know that this is something that people will take for a lifetime, if they can. I don't want that to be what I do. I don't want to be on it for a lifetime and do this every single week. But what I do want is to at least get myself into a place where I'm maintaining, I'm more disciplined. And while I will love to be in my 140s, even if I crept up a little bit more, I wouldn't be upset if I did that naturally without the shot. What I do not want is to go back into my 160s, 170s, what have you. So that is where I stand with that. But all in all, my thoughts are like, I cannot believe I'm here. I I'm really kind of floored right now with the whole scale situation. But the measurements are looking good. I cannot wait to just kind of feel a little bit more at 100%, because no matter what, I'm still feeling the effects of this cold. But like I said, I am going to start doing all of the things and just get back to it and see where that takes me. I want to start also doing my juicing recipes so I can share that with you. I have one that I mainly is my go-to, and it's usually the one that I make. So I do want to share that shortly with you guys. And I have some Amazon finds, so I'm going to be also posting that. So look out for those videos if you guys are interested. As always, guys, I am so happy to have you here, having you be part of this community, whether you are here for the weight loss, the motivation, just me being kind of me. I don't know why you are here, but whatever brings you here makes me feel happy. And I hope and pray each and every single day that God blesses you in new and amazing ways. Take care.